Damn.
Bust my head, bro. I'm about to concede this shit.
Yo, what do I do if he said he? Waiting, waiting, waiting. This dude just told me.
I'm about to concede this shit.
Said I'm about. He about to bust my head. I'm about to concede this shit. Come on, man. Shit ain't even fun. Let's just run it. Bro, like, what is going on? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. This shit's mad annoying. We really gotta start booting people. Like, I'm actually frustrated. Like, what the?
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Left hash. Let's go, defenses. Get out the field. Check.
A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Pick the edge. Come. Check three. Gun. Check Mike 40.
Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the 49ers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I'm coming. Shift. Watch the ship. Hey.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Throwing now is Mahomes. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Second and 9.
Be alert, be alert. Hey, easy. Tuck. Let's get off the field. Under 10, under 10, 10. Alert 3, alert 3.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Good job right there, I'm coming after you. Kill. Turn up. Kill, turn up.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. This is fielded at the 27. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Yellow. Arms up, blue lady. I'm on. Come back. Watch out. Switch it.
This is 4th. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's 4. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's just me and you. 24 is the mic. 24 is the mic. I'm coming. 24 is the mic. Wants to run. They're running it.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's caught on the sideline.
Fuck, dude.
Have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. first kick 47. This one looks good as well. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Here's Fuller with a catch. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
36.
Play action. It's Wilson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
We're scoreless after 1. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Let's go. See, Mike's 50. Hey, watch a slant.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. And what I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
On
And
Elroy.
tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd down, McElroy. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run with Ford. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Mahomes firing complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 2. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 40 now on second down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
But that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
58, right over there, right there.
From the shotgun, Wilson rolling to his right. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
24 is the mic. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Mahomes going to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
Let's go, baby.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. 1 second, all that remains. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Dude.
And that's going to wind up in.
Not even trying to.
However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one unless there's another defensive penalty.
So even though it's 1st down,
That's some
here's
horseshit.
the full unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Santos' kick is up and through. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's second and a yard.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Hey, Mike 20, Mike.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete.
That's right, baby. It's
Touchdown,
all me.
49ers. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Niners come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 15 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
I can't stand myself. Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now Williams. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Here we go. Double tight, guys. Double tight. 3 down. 3 down.
Fair. SOS.
They'll try and run for
Oh, I missed.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Show it up. Hey.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Play action. Now Wilson. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So they decline it, and they choose to not give him that down back.
And I think that's the key to everything there. They didn't give up any yardage even on the completed pass. Don't give them an extra down in order to try and pick up a first.
It's a party now. Let's go double count right here. Double count. Twist. He's coming. We got to go 4 down. Shift.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Let's go.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter.
Under crunch.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check.
Now here's Mahomes. Uncorks one for Davis. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. All day, just like that. Just like that.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Hey, alert. You better bring it. Switch. Shift.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Kill.
To throw again is Wilson. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Sponge. No. Slam. 58, right over. Gun. Mike, 58.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Check three. Front left.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown. Javonte Williams. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to try and run, and he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7, and that almost makes it a brand-new ball game. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
On 2nd down, it's Ford. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
47 Mike. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He finds his man, complete. It's Crawford. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. And that's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Here's Mahomes to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now they try the right side here. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Packers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be third and 6.
Shift. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey.
They go play action with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. On first down, Ford, and down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
24 is the mic. Too little, Cupcake. 24 is the mic. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Mahomes now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Thompson. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage.
Watch 13. 13's crossing. Check 13.
They'll run on first down. It's 4.
Yeah, I gotta get off conservative carry.
2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got two. Single receivers. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single.
Mahomes going to throw it here. He finds his man, complete. It's Crawford. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. To throw is Mahomes. And this
Eddie's a fucking monster.
And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
This defense was definitely alert to the
Going up
possibility
P.T. Jones, nay.
and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter.
Bad
They can
move.
expect more passes like that downfield.
Record. Alert 3. Front it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Brian Burns in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Oh, Trey.
Shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Don't let him breathe, defense. Good guys, 4 down. Right over there. Yeah. 58, right there.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go
PI.
well short of a first. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Here we go. Tempo. Green 80. Alert. No. Off. Watch out. Watch out.
One last shot for Wilson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. So the victory here for San Francisco, and never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. So for San Francisco, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field